We live in a world where people pass judgments without even understanding the full story, right? We live in a world where if a married couple experience infidelity, we criticize and crucify the partner who had the affair. And if the partner who was betrayed chooses to stay in the marriage, we actually shame them. Like, why? Anyways, we got a DM from a man who is deeply troubled. And when a man is troubled, his spirit is troubled, okay? And so I'm doing this video to share my perspective on two things. If you want to know more, go ahead and put a comment and I'll address additional dimensions later. But for this video, we're gonna talk about only just two things, and hopefully this will be a quick video. All right, welcome to Chat Over Popcorn. My name is Angela Ansa. I am the host for the show. If today is your first time viewing one of our videos, I want to welcome you to follow our pages on Facebook, Instagram, and please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel. Okay, look below there and click that subscribe button so you can be notified anytime we drop a video. All right, okay, thank you so much for the support, and please don't forget to also hit that like button and the share button. All right, so now back to today's story. This man is extremely troubled. All right, why is he troubled? This man married his high school sweetheart, and during the time that they were dating, the girlfriend at the time, of course, cheated on him 2 times with 2 different guys, right? But this is a dedicated Christian man, and so because he's a dedicated Christian man, he forgave her and even actually blamed himself, thinking that because he was abstinent with the girl during their dating years, that is why the girl cheated, and truly believe that now if they get married and he's able to meet her sexual needs, everything will be fine. Fast forward 2 years into their marriage, the girl go ahead and cheat again, and he just don't know what to do. He's having an internal conflict on what to do, and so he just sent a DM looking for any perspective that I can share. And I'm not here to advise one way or the other. I'm not here to tell this man to stay or to leave, but I know he is not alone in his story. Like, this is not unique to this man. People around the world are dealing with this day in, day out. Like, this is something that is happening every single day. And so here's the 2 things that I came up with. Because this is a religious Christian marriage, right? I'm gonna address 2 things. Number 1, there are a gazillion things that could be going on, but here's the fact of the matter. When you are dealing with individuals who are extremely religious people, they tend to give their all to the religion. What do I mean by that? They ritualized the religion, the institution, the beliefs of the institution, without actually taking the time to work on their spirituality or their faith. And so what happens is, especially if this is someone who is highly involved in the institution, you see that they give their all to the institution and the people that they fellowship with, right? And what happens is they exhaust all their emotional tank to those outsiders who are outside of the marriage, and when they come home, they got nothing. They have nothing to give to their partner, and so the partner almost get the leftovers, if any is left over at all. And when that happens, most of the time their partner would experience some type of emotional void, right? And what do we know? If there is an emotional void, naturally people are going to seek to fill that void, right? You are going to seek to fill that void, and if care is not taken, this partner would start to want to reach out and connect with somebody outside the marriage, oftentimes of the opposite sex, to just look for a shoulder, an ear to, talk to, someone to listen. And because that person is feeling vulnerable emotionally, if care is not taken, they may start to bond with this person. And when they bond with this person, they start going deep and going deep and going deep. 1 minute emotional intimacy is established, and before you know, it can go past emotional intimacy into physical affair. So that's point number 1, okay? Point number 2, individuals who grow up in a highly organized religious home lack sexual literacy. What do I mean by that? Sexual literacy in the sense that they are not comfortable talking about sex. They are not comfortable with their own sexuality, right? They feel very weird when it comes to the acts of the bedroom or the kitchen or the laundry room or wherever you want to get your freak on, right? And so what end up happening is, because traditionally and as a society we have immoralized sex, we think sex is nasty, right? So even their own spouse, they can't experience that sexual intimacy where they can be completely open, right? Where they can be completely vulnerable and give themselves up to their partner, and for their partner to give themselves up completely to them, right? And so what end up happening is they shy around or shy away from fully enjoying the act. And something else to also take into account is that when you are growing up and you hear of all the immorality surrounding sex and you don't get the proper sexual education, your mother don't talk to you about sex. Your father certainly ain't talking to you about sex. Nobody's teaching you even about your own sexual organs, what this is for, what that is for, how to tickle that, all of the things that you need to know as a married person, right? You don't get that training, I should put it. And so what end up happening is you get married. Even before you get married, people are praying that you get married, right? We are praying that you get married, but yet nobody is preparing you for the bedroom talks, all right? Nobody's teaching you that. And we hope that when you get married, you will figure it out. And maybe you do. Maybe you don't. And if you don't, then what? Right? So when you are from a religious family where sex is frowned upon, and even you grow up with that mentality, there are married couples who don't even invest in additional tools to spice up their sex life, like sex toys. Some married couples don't even have a bottle of lube on their nightstand. Why? Lube. Some people don't have it. And you hear a lot of, women particularly always talking about the pain associated when somebody have created this beautiful lube. Get yourself a lube, right? And so you look at the fact that highly religious people see these things as secular, but yet it's affecting their marriages, right? So you are a married individual. Check this out. You're a married individual. You are deprived emotionally and you are deprived sexually. What do you think is going to happen? I said I'm only going to talk about 2 things. There are 20 million facets to this. If you want to know more, go ahead and put your comments. Let me know, and I will come back and address additional dimensions or aspects that could be contributing to this story in particular, but just marriage and cheating and relationship in general. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We have a lot of content, but I need your support by clicking that like button and that subscribe button Don't forget to turn on your notification, because you will not want to miss all the juicy and important conversations that I need to be engaging in with you. Okay, subscribe, and share this video. And until next time, guys, remember, our truths are best lived when we dare the moment. Until next time, take care. Love you guys. Mwah.